You win again. Fine Music episode 875 is alive. Isn't that true, Charlie?
It is. So this is Burial, British electronic musician, well, from the UK, and Untrue is the name of the album, which came out in 2007. The second album. This has 13 tracks, 50 minutes, and this has a electronic dubstep but ambient type of feel. Um, the first time it came out, well, the, he wrote it. He wrote this album based on what, based on the I guess in his experience, the end of the 90s rave, underground rave scene. So this album was his calling on um like how depressing it was or the changes and evolution. This is the album cover. Well, this isn't really the original album cover. This one is. Do you guys see it?
Yeah.
This is the original one. I love this one. But this is the one I'm showing you from Bandcamp. I don't know what the difference of that one versus this one, but I love it because the person looks sad and there's obviously a glass of coffee, I'm assuming, or he's thinking or whatever.
Mm.
But I love this album. It explores urban loneliness, ghostly memory, and the dreamlike insubstantiality of sound. This has throughout the album, he does a lot of samples from female vocalists. And then you hear the crackling of the vinyl player playing throughout the whole entire record. Um, the mood is very, um, to me, it was very sad, contemplative on life. It's way ahead of its time, this album, because it's considered a masterpiece since its release. He's only released two studio albums, but he's mostly been active in releasing EPs, which he's released like I think five or six EPs and some remixes. Um, but as far as I know, I love this record here. Um, my favorite song was Ghost Hardware. I love Archangel. In McDonald's. That one's actually pretty interesting. It has samples of I think it has samples of Aaliyah. Yeah, yeah, from her vocals. Everything is good here. Um, I play this album obsessively over and over and over again because it made me feel something different that I never really wouldn't feel by listening to other records. Yeah, other records have a mood, but somehow with this one, it struck a core in my heart. This is something you can play either any time of the day, or even if the most you can get out of it is when it's cloudy, or if it rains, you'll really get a good atmospheric feel of it. Either listening to it with headphones or on the TV, doesn't matter, but I really love this album. Like I said, I played it over and over. I lost count. And his first album and the EPs. I've listened to the EPs like consistently because there's something about the music and the textures and sounds that he puts together. And it's quite like anything else out there in electronic music, especially how he does it and he approaches electronic sounds. I I hope he makes another album sometime in the future. I hope he returns, but yeah, this is really a rare and once in a lifetime experience of listening to this album. If you guys, I know there's a lot of Burial fans out there. Or if you guys ever get a chance to listen to this, I know Don has, but if you guys, like Marvin or Fred, if you guys get around to it, or Bruce, this is a really, really good album. I highly recommend it to anybody out there. Really, really good. You will not be disappointed, and you don't skip any track. You just let that play. Because it's gonna make you feel in a different kind of mood, or whatever mood you're in, it will make you feel that way.
Wow.
So, but yeah, that is my interpretation, my take on Burial and the tracks and the sounds of the music um that I, you know, reacted to it or have felt. But yeah, check it out. On here, he's got a Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube, and other platforms. I have not seen him perform, or at least I don't know that he's been active as performing live that I know of. No, but it's just I went on YouTube and you just see this album or his other EPs out there online. I've not seen him do a live one, not that I know of. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
haven't seen any of those either. Yeah.
yeah. So anyway,
Are these songs?
I'm sorry.
Are they songs?
There's songs, but there's hardly any vocals. It's just basically a ambient electronic kind of dubstep, very chill, very minimal.
Yeah, the vocals are very dreamy.
Yeah, if they come in, they're very sampled and they kind of do like a little loop repeat, but
Like you're hallucinating them.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's how he
Really?
executes it that yeah, it is. It's how he executes it that sounds very, like Don said, dreamy and very beautiful, but also emotional at the same time. And I think that's what makes that album very yeah, stands even to this
Wow.
day.
Hey,
Even to
hey,
this day.
Charlie, you mentioned one of the female vocalist.
Aaliyah, yeah.
You mean Aaliyah, the young lady that was rapping and she died?
Yeah, yeah. He sampled some of her vocals in there. So
Wow.
yeah. There's other ones that he's sampled too. I just haven't got around to seeing who they were, but I just know that Aaliyah was one of them, and then there was that track in
I,
McDonald's. For whatever reason, I don't know, but the guy never really got into why, but it's his work, so it
that's
speaks for
cool.
itself.
I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's it. That's my pick of the day.
I second that pick.